later.
Noting. Yes, that would be much better. Try and run through the notes because at 59 pages, it will take sometimes. So for the rest, when they are joined, I drop the notes into the WhatsApp group. Please try and read the notes. And I drop the data set. And the data set that I drop on the group was sleep, health, and lifestyle data sets. So we are working on that data set. So firstly, when Power BI is one of the business intelligence tool that most organizations use nowadays, it's very easy to interact with the interface. It has a lot of nice visual. You can download it, Power BI. Also, Power BI, I see Power BI as into three phases. Yeah, let me say that we have Power Query. The Power Query is the where you clean your data. It's like a kitchen in the house. You go to kitchen, you wash plates, you cook, you do everything, you prepare everything before you come to dining to eat your food. That is what exactly Power Query is. Power Query is where you clean your data, you transform your data, you create your parameter there. So anything you want to do with data cleaning, you do it in Power Query. After cleaning your data, Power Query, you close and upload it to Power BI desktop. A Power BI desktop is a where you do your data modeling. You want to see the relationship if you have more than two tables loaded into your Power BI desktop. We have model view where you do your relationship, you connect your tables together. We have a dash view. Dash view is data analysis expressions, where you create your query, you write your query there based on business questions. And we have report view, where you display your visual, your dashboard, your reports. So that's Power BI desktop. And we have a Power BI services. Power BI service is a cloud-based Power BI where you publish your dashboard, your reports. Okay, you want to share your work with your colleague at work or your boss. You publish your dashboard into Power BI services. But before you can use a Power BI services, you have to have your organization login or your university login because you have to subscribe to Power BI services. If you are using your Gmail, you have to subscribe before you can use Power BI services. But Power BI desktop Power Query is free. You can use that. It's on your system, on your desktop. Power BI query and desktop sit on your system. It's a free. You can work on that. But once you want to push your dashboard or report on the cloud, you use Power BI service and you have to subscribe for that. So we are working with a sleep and lifestyle data set. Firstly, when I open my Power BI, this is a blank report. I can click this part or come to home. We are in home now. When I click here, so like I said before, we have report view, table view, model view, dash view. This is a new view that I think they just added to the Power BI desktop. They call it tabular model definition language view. So we'll explain that when we get there. So let me get my data. You get the data here, or you click on, if you know the data set that you want to upload into your Power BI desktop. If it's Excel, you can click here directly. If you want to connect with SQL, you can click here one link catalog, when you have your data on Power BI service, you want to connect with it. We have data vars, research sources, transform data. You want to transform data. If you click on this, it will take you to Power BI query for data cleaning. So now my data set is SVS, not Excel. Click here, SCV, CSV, CSV.
That's
So
okay.
I'm connecting with my data. I click on browse here because my data on the Power BI, sleep data, click, and I'll come here next. So this is my data sets. So I don't want to load my data into the Power BI desktop. I'm going to transform the data. When you click on load, it will load directly into Power BI desktop. But when you click on transform data, this Power Query Editor. Under this Power Query Editor, you perform your data cleaning here. You want to check for format, table format. You check here. You want to change, I'm looking, for example, sleep duration is float. You want to change it to, you want to change the data type to, let's say, whole number. You do it here, you see. So it was decimal number before. Now, when I right click here and I change the data type here, I click this place. But let me take it back. I can click here to take it back, or I can come to apply steps here and cancel this part, and it will come to the normal decimal point. So there's two ways you can do it. You can click here and you come to data type, transform, detect data type. You can change your data type here from decimal to whole number. Replace the current, you see. Either you right click and do it here, change the data type, or you click on transform here, up here, and you click on data type here and change it. But I'm leaving it the way it is. And when you want to come here, I want to see if we have a date in the data set. Blood pressure. We don't have date table. It's the same way that I did the sleep duration to change. For example, I want to split software and engineering. You can come here, split column. If your column contain a delimiter common between you can click here on this, or by number of character. Number of character, let's say 8 character. You see? You now, do you understand what I'm trying to do? Hello, Mr. Lekan, are you here?
Good
She's
afternoon, ma.
good afternoon, then. Mr. Lekan is not here. Oh, So, so if Power Query is
Network that train not.
okay, Power Query, let me went back and briefly explain what we are doing today. We are working on Power BI. And like I said earlier, Power BI is a business intelligence tools. It's most used business intelligence tools in most organizations. So Power BI, it contains, should I say, three phases. The first phase is Power Query. Power Query Editor is like a kitchen where you clean your plate, you cook, you prepare your food. And Power BI Desktop is like after preparing your food, okay, you bring your food to dining to eat or to your living room to eat. And we have Power BI Desktop is a free version. It sits on your computer because when you install it on your computer is on your computer you can do whatever you want to do it with Power BI Desktop. And Power BI Desktop has phases too. The first phase we have that's view where you can write your query. You can ask your question, you want to create parameter, you want to, so we call it dash view. We have a model view. A model view is where you connect your tables. When you have multiple tables, for example, you have patient table, you have doctor tables, you have department table, that model view is where you have to do your relationship, your connection between all the tables. And we have a table view. Table view is where you view your table like a Z spreadsheet. And we have a report view. A report view is where you create your dashboard, your reports. So that's report view. And the last, not the least, we have a Power BI services. A Power BI services is a cloud-based Power BI. So before you can use a Power BI service, you have to subscribe, you have to use university or organization email and Power BI service. After you create your dashboard on Power BI desktop, you want to publish your dashboard into a cloud. You use Power BI service. You want to share your work with your colleague, with your boss online. So you use your Power BI services. So I dropped a note on the WhatsApp group and it contains 59 pages. I want you guys to go through it because it's going to take a time. I dropped a data set, sleep health and lifestyle data set into the group. This we are working on that data set now. So when you load your data set, you do transform data so that it can brought you to Power BI query. And Power BI query is where you clean your data. You know, when you are doing any analysis on any software, any BI software, data cleaning take almost 70% of your time. So Power Query here editor is where you clean your data. I was trying to explain if you want to create additional columns or you want to split your column. For example, here we have software engineering. So I created this occupation tool to split software from engineering. So, but we are not doing that. I'll come here to take out the split column. So we have our column back. You want to work on your data type, you can click here, click data type, change to any data type you want. This for transform. You want to transform to factorial absolute value, you look at. You want to replace value. For example, I'm on sleep. Okay, occupation. Let's click on occupation. I want to change doctor, replace value. Value to fine. Doctor. I want to replace it to Teacher, click OK. You see, all the doctor have changed to teacher. So, but I don't want to change my data set. You come to apply 6 steps here and delete so it will come back. So you want to pivot column and unpivot column. When I click on this personal ID, see, I want to explain this part. Let me drag this thing somewhere. I want to open the note so that I can explain. Mm, I'm trying to. Mm, Well, do you know where is this thing? Do you know the difference between pivots and unpivots? Yeah, unpivot columns and pivot columns. If you know the difference between pivot column and unpivot column, can you explain to me? So pivot and unpivot, what it does is like a Power Query transformation. They use to reshape your data before it's loaded into the Power BI data model. So the pivots transform value in a column into a separate column. This one, you understand? So it transforms values in a column into a separate columns. So why on pivot does the opposite of uh, pivot, like it will transfer columns to rows. This occupation, let me click this. Let me on pivot this one. On pivot, we transfer column to rows. You see the gender here, column to rows. When you on pivot it, let me cancel it. And gender, gender, age. So this age parts, I'm trying to figure out some things. So our column ended at sleep disorder. Let me click sleep disorder and pivot table transform column to separate columns. With patient ID. Mhm. Okay, there's no patient table here again. Yes, patient ID will disappear because it will transfer it from column to separate column. When I click on gender here and pivot it with patient ID, see, we will now have patient ID and gender again because it has separated to this male and female gender. It separate the gender part to a separate column. Do you understand for what pivot column does? It will transform column to a separate column. Our gender column is separated to male and female. So that's what pivot table does. So I went back. I don't want to do the fifth time. So, and for this, let's me done, let's me transpose is the table training rows as a column and column as a row. When I click on, let me click on gender again, and I want to transpose it. You see, our gender, we have male, 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 treating rows as a column and column as a row. Can you see now that we have main inside the gender and the software engineering is inside the occupation? So it will transpose the column to rows and rows to column. So Power Query Editor perform the cleaning part. And we have add column from, you want to custom column. When you click on this, you want to add another additional, let's say an additional column, let's say age group, and you can create age group here if you have age here, yes. So you write a query here to calculate the age group. So after you click next, it will give you another column as age group. Well, we will come back there later. So we have conditional column, index column, and you want to duplicate column. When you click on this gender and you click here, it will duplicate. So let's close this. So for the add column, you can create your basic math. For example, you want to calculate let's say the daily step multiply by 2. Okay. So you see, you have additional column because our tab here is add column. So you created additional column by multiply your daily step by 2. The original daily step is 4,200, but when I multiply by 2, I got 8,400. Let me know that. So you can perform these two. You want to find the square root, the square of, let's click on arch rate. You want to find the square root of arch rate. So the square root of 77 is 8.7777. So that's what you do in Power Query Editor. You clean your data, and under the view, okay, you want to know the distribution of each column. This is distribution here, this line here. When I check out this, the bar chart distribution will disappear. So when I check back, you see this is the distribution of each column. We have 4 dipstick. Here we have 25 dipstick and 3 unique. Here we have one unique and anything distinct. So it will tell you what value is inside the column. So when I want to check for let me cancel the column quality. Okay, you can check here. It will give you the quality of each column. We have valid 100%. You see, most column is 100%. If there's empty rows there, it will tell you the number of empty rows. For example, let me see if I can delete this. I cannot delete unless I deleted this before I load it here. So you want to check for column profile. The column profile will give you column distribution, column profile. Yes. This you want to check for column profile. It will give you the statistic summary about the column. So we have the entire data set. We have 374 counts. So when you click on I'm gonna I want to explain something quickly. I don't want to click on any. This statistic will give you the entire information about the data set. We have 374 records there. But once you click on each column, it will give you the statistic analysis, the distribution part of it. Inside this column occupation, we have the highest of nurse and doctor with 18% and 90%. So, and you can see when you come down here, the distinct is 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have distinct value there and one unique. You understand? So when you click on sleep duration, it will give you the distribution. So you want to quickly understand what the data set contain the column. So this, when you come to view and you check the column provide, you'll be able to see everything about each data set. So after this, you come back home. Now that you finish your data cleaning, you check everything, you create, if you want to create additional column, you have to create here. Even though if you are in Power BI desktop, you can still create additional column there. So now I want to close and apply to Power BI desktop. Close and apply. Adam, did you manage to install the Power BI? Are you there?
Yes, yes. I
Okay, good.
install, but I have a challenge now. The challenge I have is my system, my WhatsApp logged me out, and I've been trying to connect so that I can log in with my laptop using the link Zoom on my WhatsApp, on the
Mm,
WhatsApp group. But it's
mm,
refusing to. I'm using my phone now to listen to what you are saying, but I cannot watch because I can't connect with my laptop. But I downloaded the app. I have
yeah.
the Power BI.
Okay.
I have it.
Do you want me to share the link again?
Okay, maybe you share it to my email. Let me drop my email on the chat.
Okay.
Let me drop.
Um,
So let me send it to my email because my WhatsApp is not opening on my laptop, so I cannot join via laptop.
Can you, okay, you cannot join the Zoom through laptop. Okay. Drop your email. Let me send it. Mr. Lekan, do you have any question?
No. Let's carry on, please.
Okay. So now that I loaded my data, this is sleep, health, and lifestyle data sets. So assuming that I have a multiple tables, this is where I'll perform my relationship, the connection between each table. But we have only one table. When next week we are going to connect our Power BI to SQL, the electronic medical record. We are going to connect our data sets, our Power BI to that, so that we can have like 10 tables here in Power BI, so that we will do the connection. So this the data set, and this is a dash query view. This is where you write your query, and this table view, the table view, you see the entire table of the data set we loaded. So this is everything, and this is the report view. This is where we create our reports. You can see we have a lot of charts. You can get more visual here by connecting to it, and you get any charts here. I love using Power BI because Power BI has a lot of visual than Tableau. Have Tableau has a little visual, not as Power BI. Power BI from this visualization